Good morning, Tom Bird here at Draycote. We're here on our opening day, Wednesday the 1st of March. Lots of excitement from all the anglers that came in this morning. All the anglers have gone out, we've got the boats ready, so we're just about to head out on the bank now to see how the bank anglers are getting on. Hopefully glean some information from them, see what they're catching on, see where the hotspots are, to help all you anglers that are coming in the next few days. So we just got down to Toft, here with Michael Lincroft. He's arrived this morning about 10 o'clock, a little bit later than the mad rush. He's already had 5. And what are you fishing on, Michael?
Black and green.
A little black and green. Down in Toft, I've just seen this boat just beyond Michael catch one as well, and there's a few more bank anglers just turned up towards the Swan's Nest. So we'll stop with Michael for a little period and hopefully he'll get some on camera for us. So here's Michael into fish number 6 on his intermediate and black and green. We're just in between the willow tree in Toft and also the Swan's Nest. Looks like a nice silver fish that Michael's got on, so hopefully he'll get it in the net and let us have a quick look at it. Have you just been varying the retrieve then?
Yeah, trying to vary it, very slow. Mixing it up a little bit.
So this is Michael's 6th fish and he's been here 1 hour and 25 minutes, so some good opening day sport. Blow away the cobwebs. That's a cracking silver fish. Beautiful. I'll come a little bit closer to you. There it is in the net. Lovely Draycote fish, really nice and silver. And a happy angler.
Yep, brilliant stuff.
So I've just moved round to the cornfield. So this is the bottom end of the cornfield, cut off there by those trees. And we're here with Colin Day. Colin's just landed number 8. The other anglers down here have sort of had 2s and 3s, so Colin's certainly doing the best. So we'll just have a look about what he's using. So what have we got here then, Colin?
Well, I've got Ivor from Thornton to thank for this. He gave me it a few weeks ago. Didn't catch a thing. I thought, well, it's got to happen at Draycote. And the first 6 this morning all took this little fellow.
Zooming on that. So that's a sort of cat's whisker variant,
Yeah.
sort of cutthroat cat with a long rabbit strip. And what line are you on, Colin?
That was a die 5 this morning, earlier on.
Okay.
And then went quiet for about an hour or 2. And so I thought maybe they've moved up a little bit. So I've just used, not going to find it now, used that on a dropper.
Yeah, little minky booby. And what line's that, an intermediate?
That's an intermediate now.
Lovely. Well, hopefully the good sport continues. We'll continue on and see how the other anglers are getting on.
Thank you very much indeed. Have a good day.
So we've moved over to Lincroft Point. I heard there was some anglers catching, so just met up with one of the season ticket holders, Alan Grant. How many have you had, Alan?
7 so far.
And what have you been using?
Blobs and minkies on a fast inter and a slow inter.
Lovely. Have you had many other takes?
I had 5 on before I hooked one.
Oh dear. Not a good conversion rate.
No.
Well, he's just been having a warm up, so hopefully he'll get back on the bank and get some more and enjoy the rest of opening day. Tight lines, Alan.
Cheers, thank you.
So we've moved up a bit. We're just in between Dunn's and Biggins. So Dunn's just over Bob's shoulder there and Biggins behind us. So Bob's had 6 this morning. What have you had those on, Bob?
Anything from a booby to a black snake.
And what's been the key to catching today?
Fast, roly-poly, varying the speed. That seems to be the way to do it. As soon as you speed up, they seem to take it.
Lovely. Quite surprising with the cool water temperature. You thought they'd want it nice and slow, but clearly the fish haven't read the rule book once again, and the fast retrieve's the way to go. Well, I'll leave you to it. Here with Peter Elliott, one of our season ticket holders. Pete, how are you getting on?
Very good start time this morning. I've had about 30 now, but I reckon most of those came in the first 2 hours.
And what have you been using? I can see that's fast intermediate.
Yeah, fast glass, I think they call it.
Yeah, and what flies have you got on?
Well, at the moment I've got a snake, but it was this morning, it was just a single black lure, about 1.5 inches long.
Okay, and roly-poly retrieve,
Yeah.
or?
Well, I did a false cast this morning after pulling it slow for about 10 minutes and getting fish pulling. But then I did a false cast and ripped it back because I didn't like the cast, and bang, I was in. So that told me, and it was, the fish were quite high.
Further up the bank from Peter, who we're speaking to, got another angler into a fish here, doing exactly the same tactics. Snake, fast glass, roly-poly in. And a nice long cast. So get this fish in, watch it get into the net.
See that?
Yeah, I'll come and get a nice close-up shot of it in the net.
We'll be going back.
Lovely. Lovely early season fish. As you can see, the snake just there in its mouth. Took just a little black and green barbless snake with a small bead on the front, just to help get it down. It's got one. Your man next to him's also into one. So Pete just actually sped that up there on the retrieve. That fast roly-poly proving to work again. You've just changed flies as well, Pete. What did you change to?
To a humongous.
Some good sport now here in Duns.
Come on, you little beauty, come back again.
There we go, and away it goes. Well, enjoy the rest of opening day, Pete.
Thank you very much, Tom.
Hopefully we have a good season.
Oh, you boys always do it for us.
Here we are, just down the Cornfield again. Season ticket holder Dave Kennel with a cracking fish. Absolutely lovely. What did that one take, Dave?
That one took a booby snake.
Booby snake. On
Yeah.
what line?
On a die 3.
Die 3.
Yep, die 3.
Lovely. Lovely tail on him.
But most of the fish being caught down this area seem to be overwintered.
Right.
Yeah, most of the die was just a bit low from us. It's more about £3 plus awful quality. One Paul's just had been fantastic. That was about £4.
Great. Lovely start to the new season then.
Yep, excellent.
And away we go. Fellow season ticket holder Paul Mitchell into one. Paul, like Dave, who's just down the bank from him, is also on a die 3. He's just changed to a white snake on the point, and then he's put a little orange fab on the top dropper, and just with a real steady roly-poly retrieve. What's that one taken, Paul?
That's taking the orange.
And that one's taking the orange fab?
Yeah.
Just before I got here, Paul caught a real nice £4 overwintered fish. Did that one take the fab as well?
It did.
Yeah, and that one took the fab. Apparently it's a fantastic quality fish, taking line off him all the time. I'm sure Paul will be obliging and take this fish over for us to have a look. And in the net. Is that number 5 for the day now, Paul?
It is, yes.
Yeah, number 5. I'll walk out a little bit further.
Not a big fish, but happy to catch up. Nice
Just
fish though.
nice to be out.
Yeah.
There it is. Lovely Draycote rainbow. And away he goes.
Away he goes.
And a happy Paul. Here we are with Draycote member Dave Smith. Dave's been out on the boats today on opening day. How have you gone on, Dave?
Yeah, good day. Interesting catching. Took 12, lost a couple on snap-offs on double takes, and lost a couple on top of that, and a few more tucks.
And what were you catching on?
Die 7, fab and a booby on the point.
What was your best area today, Dave?
Main area Toft. I did go out for a little while but didn't do too well out of Toft, so I stayed in and around Toft all day.
Good. Well, we look forward to seeing you on Sunday when you're back again. Coming off now, we're here with Pete Evel, who's a new all-water season ticket holder this year. I hear you've had a really good day, Pete.
Great day, Tom, thank you. Yeah, done fish all over the place.
How many do you reckon you've had then?
Oh, probably about 35 I think today.
And what was your best tactic?
I've been doing two things that have been successful. I've been pulling on a die 7 and I've also been straight lining with buzzers.
Oh, lovely. I hear you've had some nice fish as well.
Nice fish on the buzzers, yeah, absolutely.
Where were you getting those?
Lincroft Point and down into Toft.
One of Pete's best fish today that he's taken home from the pot. Where did this one come from, Pete?
This one was just off the Cornfield, taken on a deep buzzer.
And look at that tail. Look at the silver rays in that tail. Absolutely fantastic. Well, we'll look forward to seeing you for the rest of the season, Pete, and hopefully it's a good thing of things to come.
So I hope it continues, Tom. Thanks very much. I've had a great day.
Well, we're here at the end of another opening day at Draycote. It's been really good sport today. I imagine the rod average will probably be over double figures. On the bank, it seems to be that the fish were a little bit higher and wanted the flies a little bit faster than we thought with the cold water temperature of 5 degrees. We see some really good catches coming from the Cornfield, duns, fishing with various snakes, black and green lures on fast glass intermediate lines. On the boats, the fish did perform a little bit more to type and were caught a little bit deeper. We've seen Pete Evel with some really nice fish getting caught using a die 7 with various snakes and also using buzzers, which was a bit rare to see this early on in the season, but he caught some really nice overwintered fish. So hopefully you've picked up lots of hints and tips from this video. There'll be plenty more videos coming during the course of the season, so make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel and follow us on social media on Facebook and Instagram. And if you want to make a booking, give the lodge a call on 01788 812 018.